Hey everyone, so I made a visit to the garden center, which is probably going to be about a weekly occurrence for the next month or two, and I picked up a bunch of herbs. So what I'm going to do today is start my container herb garden for the season, and I'm really excited about this because I liked the setup that I had last year a lot. I've just made some little tweaks that I think is going to improve it. So what I'm going to do today is I'll go through the herbs that I have right now. We are still a few weeks away from the average last frost date, and some of the herbs I have are not that cold hardy, although I think most of them that I picked up are. So some I'm not going to pot up today. I'm going to keep those inside under the grow light for now, and then the rest I'm going to pot up, and they should be able to stay outside. If not, I'll just do what I'm doing with every other plant and let it spend some time with me until it is warm enough for them. But like I said, I think the majority of what I got can handle the temperatures we're at now in Chicago. So let's go through what I picked up. So I have here kind of a necessity in my garden, and that is lemon thyme. I love all the lemon scented / flavored lemon varieties of herbs. So lemon thyme, lemon balm. What else did I have last year? I had lemongrass, but that was kind of okay. But I really loved the lemon thyme and the lemon balm. Lemon thyme I put both in food and make tea with. Lemon balm I'm mostly just using for like tea or flavored waters, but I knew when I saw this I had to go ahead and get it. I also have golden sage. So last year I think I did tricolor sage, which I've done for a couple years, and I mostly picked that one because it was pretty. It had some pink on it. I told myself I wasn't going to get sage this year because we don't use it enough. I mean, I think I still have almost all of the sage from last year that I have dried, so I don't need another sage plant. But then I saw that this one was variegated but with yellow, and I haven't tried it, and I want to. So now I have a golden sage plant. This one looks like it needs a little bit of water. Is mint, and I got the mint julep variety. So I usually have each year one of what I call like a regular mint plant. So I'll get like sweet mint, mint julep, and then I always try to find whatever flavored mints are out there. But I think the only one I've successfully come across is chocolate mint, although I didn't see it at the garden center this weekend, which is where I got it last year. So fingers crossed on one of my follow-up visits I will find chocolate mint, because that really does taste like chocolate. It's my favorite tea with an herb to make, so I'm hoping I can get my hands on that. They also have apple mint, which I know grows wildly in the North Pond in Lincoln Park. I don't think they would appreciate me going there and digging some up for myself, so I'm on the lookout for apple mint. Pineapple mint I think is another variety. Basically any flavor of mint that I can find, and I prefer the flavored mints better than like the general mint, but I still do like that as well. Then I have oregano, and this one is Greek Mountain. This is one of my favorite smelling plants, and I don't really know if I have any ties to a specific variety of oregano. Like I don't notice a taste difference as much as I noticed with like some of the other herbs. So whatever oregano I see is the one that I grab. Then I have my lemon balm, which last year was the first year I grew it. That's when I realized how much I loved it. So I had to get another one of those. Then I have, let's do this one next. I have a thyme plant that is in need of a haircut. This one, and I think the mint, I'm going to plant and then do a little bit of pruning too. So this is just English thyme, another great smelling one. I actually think in cooking, thyme is probably what I use the most, just because I love the flavor so much. Now I think for the most part, these, what is that, 6, I should be fine with leaving outside. But then again, if it does get too cold, if for some reason we get more snow, because you never know in Chicago, and it gets below freezing, I'll bring them in. But then I have 2 that I am not going to pot up today, and I'm going to leave them inside for a little bit longer, which is this dill plant, which I need to get more of, because I do like to have extra dill plants for like any of the caterpillars that like to eat dill. Same thing with the parsley. I usually like to get extras of those too. But this one I'm going to keep inside for the next few weeks until it really is warm enough. And I don't want to pot them up into the pots that I use, which I'll show you in a second, because that'll just take up more room inside. So in that case, I will have 6 that I'm going to plant up today. So now what I'm going to do, let me show you what I kind of use as my herb garden area and the change I'm making from last year. Then I will go grab the pots, show you which ones of those that I use, and we will get this all started for the season. So I think ever since I've moved here, my herb garden has been in the same spot, which is right next to this center raised bed. The main change I'm making is I upgraded my stand to this plant stand from Gardener's Supply. I don't remember the name. I will link it down below, but I got it for Christmas, and I know that this one comes with like 2 additional rounded edges, but I just need the middle one, and it fits really well right there. Now I wanted to bring this shelving unit out because this is what I used last 3-4 years. But you can see here, if I come down, how each shelf kind of sits on top of the other. So anytime I had a plant that was growing up, it would hit the shelf on top, and that was just not the most efficient. So one of the main reasons I made this change was because there is nothing obstructing the top of any of these shelves. So all my herbs can grow up as tall and as large as they want. So these are the pots that I'm going to use to plant each of the herbs in. They are just 8-inch terracotta pots. I find that that works really well for all of the herbs. I used to use pots that were like maybe 5 inches in diameter. That was too small for a lot of them. So these definitely give a little bit more room to grow, and I like how they look. Some of them are a bit, weathered, maybe even a little bit cracked, but I like the look of more weathered terracotta than like freshly store-bought terracotta. So these are the same pots that I used last year. It's what I'm going to use this year. I don't really do much other than just put potting soil in it. I'm running a bit low on compost right now, so I don't think I'm going to use the compost on the herb pots, but I do fertilizer, I don't know, maybe half as often as I fertilize like the rest of my garden. They don't need a lot of fertilizer. Some of them also prefer just like, poor soil in general, but I do find that adding some fertilizer throughout the season just helps them stay looking healthy and green and lush. So I'm just going to put potting soil into each of these. We'll pot them up. I have little labels that I'm going to use because I like the look of like kind of uniform labels as well. So now all we have to do is get these potted, get these placed, and everything watered in. Here they all are potted up. I think they're starting to look so cute already. I had the original labels in, so I'm going to make my other labels next. I just got them like on Amazon, little wooden labels. I also gave my mint and regular thyme a little haircut. I saw that there were what seemed to be either like eggs or some sort of small bugs on the end of the mint, so I cut it not only to make it a little bit more compact and bushier, but to get rid of what was ever on there. So I'll keep an eye on that one over the next few days. But I'm really excited to have these all potted up. Okay, well, they're all set up. I gave them cute little labels and I watered them all in. Now, I only have 6 right now here, so that's why there are 2 per shelf. I know I can definitely fit 3, which I will. I'm wondering if I can squeeze in 4, but basically I have this shelf, and then I'll move out what I have inside, which is a plant stand that holds 2 more. So I'll put 1 here, 1 here. So then I would have, let's see, 4 on either side, 12. I could fit 16, maybe more. We'll kind of see how many more herbs I get this season. But this is really nice to have these out. It really is starting to feel like garden season is actually here. So that's my herb garden. Like I said, I'm excited about the new shelf. I'm excited to have my plants have a little bit more room to grow. I don't know, other than like the golden sage, if anything right now is new to me, but I'm hoping to get like some new to me herbs, as well as my kind of tried and true herbs that I know I already love. I will obviously keep you updated on how these are doing. I will be moving my more warm weather herbs out in a couple weeks and get those potted up. But I think that's going to be everything for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.